Sure, 3-0. Take a minute to 50? Next year? You just all right, we're ready. And we'll call this meeting of Jamestown City Council August 25th work session to order. Clerk, please hold the council.
Councilman Sheldon.
Here.
Brackman. Here. Patterson. Here. Reynolds.
Present.
Faulkner.
Here.
Montefiglio.
Here.
DeVersa.
Here.
Russell.
Here.
President Jones.
Here, thank you. This time, I'll ask you to please stand for the Pledge of Allegiance. Please remain standing for the invocation, which will be given tonight by Reverend Dr. William Blair from the New Creation Assembly of God. I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all. Please pray with me. Heavenly Father, you bless us in so many ways. We're grateful people because we can look around us and see your blessings in our lives and in our city. Father, tonight as this board meets, as the department heads are here conducting the business of our city, I'm asking that you would give us wisdom and strength. God, for those who serve, I'm asking your protection and blessing over them, whether they be on the council or on the streets riding a squad car. Lord, summer is almost over and the new school year is upon us, and children and parents are making preparations. I'm asking, Lord God, that there would be enough in the homes for the children as they prepare themselves to go to school. Lord, bless our teachers. God, surround the administration and the teachers in our schools with a sense of hope and strength and optimism of the future for the children that will sit in their classrooms. God, make these places places of education and peace and development. God, I pray for our city as it goes through the shift into fall and into winter, God, that your hand would be upon us for every event, every development, every project, God, that needs to be done before the colder winter hits. God, we ask your blessing upon tonight and this gathering of wonderful people. I love you and I thank you for all that you do for us and for our city. Amen. Amen. Thank you, Dr. Brett. Do you have approval of the minutes from the July 28th voting session?
So moved.
So moved by Councilman Reynolds. Do you have any messages from the mayor this evening?
We do. Dear council members, in August 2025, the city of Jamestown welcomed 4 new employees to its ranks: Cindy Robinson, Kathleen Wright, and Holly Cotta to the Jamestown Police Department. Simon Trask to the Department of Public Works. Additionally, we bid farewell to 2 dedicated public servants upon their retirement: Christy Stam of the Records Department and Officer Eric Kraft, both of the City of Jamestown Police Department, retired after many years of committed service. I kindly request that we acknowledge and extend a warm welcome to our new hires, while also celebrating and commending our retirees for their exemplary service to the City of Jamestown and its constituents during the upcoming August 25th, 2025 City Council meeting. Very true leaders, Kimberly and Yaffin.
Thank you. Thank you. At this time, we give opportunities for people to address the city council. If there's anyone here that would like to speak to the council, please step up to one of the mics, give your name and address. Please limit your remarks to 5 minutes. Anyone like to speak to the council?
Paul Wolf, 212 Fulton. You folks know I usually come here about bad interactions with the police. Well, tonight's different. August 22nd, I believe it was, there was an altercation on my street, and after everything was said and done, the officers left, I found out that no one called 911. What happened was, Officer Lucian Talbot was patrolling on Lakeview, and he heard a commotion from a block away. He took it upon himself with no call for help to come around the corner and see what was going on. Not only did he do that, he also made arrests. I'd like to see some kind of commendation for that man. No one had to call him. He took it upon himself to respond to what he saw as a disturbance with nothing but audio clues. That's an example of policing. That's a great example of policing, and I truly believe as a citizen of this city, he deserves recognition. Because that's not something we experience in our neighborhood often. Thank you.
Thank you. Thank you for the wonderful pat on the back for one of our officers.
I do believe it's Lucian Power.
Yes.
Okay.
Thank you. Anyone else like to address the council this evening?
Good evening. I don't know if you can hear me. My name's Anthony Toda, and my address is 144 Clifton Avenue, Jamestown, New York. I am stating the sick, perverse criminal activity that you, Chief Timothy Jackson, by your gross negligence, allows and condones in Jamestown. I continually witness speeding, loud exhaust, reckless driving, blue headlamps, excessively bright headlamps, and tinted front windows, violations that constantly continue while you are the chief of police. Last year on Maple Street, a deer was killed by a driver. That could have been a child on that street, which is a residential street. The unsafe, threatening conditions you have continued to allow on Maple Street and elsewhere in Jamestown are, after hundreds of my complaints to you and Jamestown police, continuing. Loud, reckless drivers speed by on Maple Street all night long. One of your officers stated that they had a right to be on the street while violating the vehicle and traffic law. For all you know or care about, Chief, Maple Street could be a pipeline for drugs and other crimes, simply because drivers know they can do whatever they want because the JPD won't hold them responsible for their violations and crimes. I recently complained about a car parked on Maple Street with no front license plate and an extremely loud exhaust. The driver continues to violate the law because that driver knows he can get away with those traffic infractions. As with previous chiefs, you continue to allow sick, perverse behavior to continue in hopes that you will entrap me. What your gross negligence is doing is causing me sleep deprivation, taking years off my life. That's attempted murder and torture by means of noise harassment that you and previous chiefs will be held legally liable for. I attempted to present these and other civil rights violations to Senator Charles Schumer, who refuses to address them and is complicit with your crimes, Chief, and other crimes. After rebuffing my valid complaints, Senator Schumer's $30 million ARPA grant is not justified where these violations occur. Mayor Eklund has also failed to advise you to assist me with these terrible issues after I asked the mayor to do so. I am again demanding that you, Chief Jackson, resign for these terrible acts and as you continue to allow them. And I will do my best to see that you, others, Senator Schumer, face criminal liability for your actions. And look forward to another lawsuit. You're looking forward to it. It's going to happen.
Thank you. Is there anyone else who would like to address the council?
Chair, 225 Bowling Street. First of all, I'd like to do a commendation on the fact that the court system and the housing side and the Department of Development is working to increase the deterioration of the neighborhoods and the housing in our community. It's long overdue, and it's something that is a very positive sign that when LLCs and people who represent them have to be aware that proper ownership, proper utilization, and following the code standards is a very important process that has been long overdue. And I think now we're on the right track regarding that, so I appreciate all those efforts. Two propositions tonight are proposals, and I'm all for them, but I do want to reiterate the necessary requirements associated with doing business in a floodplain or in a wetland area. Director of Development indicated to me that they're following all of those issues associated with that, so that new development or expansion of any development would not conflict with our floodplain and the wetlands area. The third has to do with infill, and I'm all for that, in building houses. I just want to make sure that the type of houses that's built conforms to the zoning requirements necessary that we have spelled out. In other words, R2, R2, R1, R1. That brings me to something that I hadn't expected to get. I received an anonymous letter. No address, nobody signed it. It looks like the mayor and the director of development got a copy of this. RE zoning violations of 118, 120 Front Street. The debris field on Front Street expanded considerably since it was brought to your attention some 4 to 5 months ago. It now includes a bulldozer, an unlicensed horse trailer, additional scrap metal, an unlicensed pull-behind cement mixer, 2 axles from an unknown vehicle. Still in place, an unlicensed caravan vehicle, and unlicensed travel trailer. When might the citizens of Jamestown anticipate that these violations will be addressed? I never recruited this, I didn't even want to talk about this, but it was sent to me anonymously, and the caption up on top says, "Doug, we could use your assistance with this." I can't give them assistance, but I felt that I should present this tonight to City Council. And consequently, whatever happens, happens, and therefore, I believe it's important when something like this comes to some citizen, that at least if it's not bogus, and I drew by there the night before I came over to make sure that this was correct. There's some pictures here, I would like to get them to the City Council President. They're not from me, they're from an anonymous person, I'm passing them on. Can I give these to you?
What was the address?
Across from 118.
118 and 120 Front Street.
Yeah.
That's been reported several times.
The question is, what are you gonna do about it?
And it's privately owned.
It's going through the process. It's in court, like everything else.
Okay, thank you. Is there anyone else who would like to address the council? Okay, seeing none, we'll move on. Any presentations of petitions and communications to the council? Seeing none. Move on to reports from our standing committees. We'll start with the Finance Committee. And our first 5 resolutions will be sponsored by Councilman Faulkner.
Thank you, Mr. President. I have a resolution authorizing payment of the regular audit.
Thank you. Any questions or comments? Clerk, please poll the council.
Sheldon,
Aye.
Brackman,
Aye.
Patterson,
Aye.
Reynolds,
Yes.
Faulkner,
Aye.
Bonfiglio.
Aye.
Conversa,
Aye.
Russell,
Aye.
President Wilson.
Aye.
I have a resolution authorizing Daniel Torres to attend the incumbent officer physical ability and fitness testing training from September 16th through September 18th, 2025.
Thank you. Any questions or comments? Clerk, please poll the council.
Councilman Sheldon,
Aye.
Brackman,
Aye.
Patterson,
Aye.
Reynolds,
Yes.
Faulkner,
Aye.
Bonfiglio,
Aye.
Conversa,
Aye.
Russell,
Aye.
President Wilson.
Aye.
Thank you. I have a resolution authorizing Deputy Chief Scott Forrester, GIV Coordinator Sydney Robinson, Crime Analyst Holly Cotta, and 1 additional officer to attend the New York State Division of Criminal Justice Services Public Safety Symposium from September 15th through September 18th, 2025.
Thank you. Any questions or comments? Clerk, please poll the council.
Councilman Sheldon,
Aye.
Brackman,
Aye.
Patterson,
Aye.
Reynolds,
Yes.
Faulkner,
Aye.
Bonfiglio,
Aye.
Conversa,
Aye.
Russell,
Aye.
President Wilson.
Aye.
You have a resolution authorizing Mark Ritzer, Junior PE, to attend the Nikon Public Works Training School to be held October 6th through 8th, 2025.
Thank you. Any questions or comments? Clerk, please poll the council.
Councilman Sheldon,
Aye.
Brackman,
Aye.
Patterson,
Aye.
Reynolds,
Yes.
Faulkner,
Aye.
Bonfiglio,
Aye.
Conversa,
Aye.
Russell,
Aye.
President Wilson.
Aye.
Thank you. I have a resolution authorizing the mayor and Mark Ritzer, Junior PE, Acting Director of Public Works, to purchase a new 2026 114 SD Plus tandem dump truck from Fleet Maintenance, Inc. for a total amount not to exceed $203,025.00.
Thank you. Any questions or comments?
Yes.
No, Russ, go ahead.
Is this the one that's being paid by the insurance company and chips, so it's not costing the city anything?
Well, a little bit. No? Oh, it's all chips.
Something.
All right.
Any other questions, comments? Clerk, please poll the council.
Councilman Sheldon?
Aye.
Brackman?
Aye.
Saturday?
Aye.
Reynolds?
Yes.
Faulkner?
Aye.
Bonfiglio?
Aye.
Diversa?
Aye.
Russell?
Aye.
President Bowles?
Aye. Next four resolutions out of finance will be given by Councilman Sheldon.
Thank you, Mr. President. The resolution authorizing the mayor to execute an agreement with Genesee Valley Construction LLC for Cureton Place, CIIE, for storm sewer for a total bid amount $98,950.
Thank you. Any questions or comments? Clerk, please poll the council.
Councilman Sheldon?
Aye.
Brackman? Saturday?
Aye.
Reynolds?
Yes.
Faulkner?
Aye.
Bonfiglio?
Aye.
Diversa?
Aye.
Russell?
Aye.
President Bowles?
Aye.
A resolution authorizing the city comptroller to amend the 2025 general fund budget for the purpose of appropriating funds from contingency to the Parks Department for the replacement of the Woodland Park main water line for a total amount not to exceed $10,000 and no cents.
Thank you. Any questions or comments? Clerk, please poll the council.
Councilman Sheldon?
Aye.
Brackman? Saturday?
Aye.
Reynolds?
Yes.
Faulkner?
Aye.
Bonfiglio?
Aye.
Diversa?
Aye.
Russell?
Aye.
President Bowles?
Aye.
A resolution authorizing the mayor to execute an agreement with Alston Schaefer Electric Corporation in the amount not to exceed $19,700 and no cents for installation of electrical work in the fleet maintenance building.
Thank you. Any questions or comments?
I just want to make a comment on both resolution 8 and 9. I'm just disappointed that obviously somewhere along the way in the design of this building was not designed correctly. I'm not an engineer, but we shouldn't be here voting on these two resolutions if this was designed correctly. Now it's a matter that we have to spend this money and have to correct this ventilation problem for the safety of the workers.
Might add that there might be some restitution or some favor of some money being returned or augmented and to offset that initial cost.
Any other questions or comments? Clerk, please poll the council.
Councilman Sheldon?
Aye.
Brackman? Saturday?
Aye.
Reynolds?
Yes.
Faulkner?
Aye.
Bonfiglio?
Aye.
Diversa?
Aye.
Russell?
Aye.
And President Bowles?
Aye.
And finally, I have a resolution authorizing the mayor to execute an agreement with JMI Heating and Air in the amount not to exceed $41,200 and no cents for ventilation equipment and installation of complete maintenance building.
Thank you. Any other questions or comments?
Just one, Mr. President, note from Mark that both Resolution 8 and 9 were the original contracting agents on that. That's why they got the follow-up work.
Any other comments, questions? Clerk, please poll the council.
Councilman Sheldon?
Aye.
Brackman? Saturday?
Aye.
Reynolds?
Yes.
Faulkner?
Aye.
Bonfiglio?
Aye.
Diversa?
Aye.
Russell?
Aye.
And President Bowles?
Aye. That concludes our resolutions from finance. We do have four resolutions, I should say, coming from public safety. The first one will be sponsored by Councilman Russell.
Thank you, Mr. President. I have a resolution amending the official zoning map of the city of Jamestown contingent upon the completion of local waterfront revitalization program, LWRP, consistency review by the Department of Development and the issuance of a formal determination of consistency.
Thank you. Any questions or comments? Clerk, please poll the council.
Councilman Sheldon?
Aye.
Brackman? Saturday?
Aye.
Reynolds?
Yes.
Faulkner?
Aye.
Bonfiglio?
Aye.
Diversa?
Aye.
Russell?
Aye.
And President Bowles?
Aye. The next two resolutions out of public safety will be sponsored by Councilman Reynolds.
Thank you, Mr. President. I have a resolution issuing a negative declaration for the proposed targeted infill development and authorizing the city clerk to publish and file the seeker determination with the state of New York.
Thank you. Any questions or comments? Clerk, please poll the council.
Councilman Sheldon?
Aye.
Brackman? Saturday?
Aye.
Reynolds?
Yes.
Faulkner?
Aye.
Bonfiglio?
Aye.
Diversa?
Aye.
Russell?
Aye.
And President Bowles?
Aye.
Again, thank you, Mr. President. I have a resolution appointing Heather DeJesus as Commissioner of Deeds for a period of 2 years.
Thank you. Any questions or comments? Clerk, please poll the council.
Councilman Sheldon?
Aye.
Brackman?
Aye.
Patterson?
Aye.
Reynolds?
Yes.
Faulkner?
Aye.
Montpellier?
Aye.
Diversa?
Aye.
Russell?
Aye.
And President Bose.
Aye. Our last resolution out of public safety will be sponsored by Councilman Patterson.
Thank you, Mr. President. Have an ordinance establishing pilot residential districts for infill housing development on publicly owned properties.
Thank you. Any questions or comments?
I'll add that the planning commission has sent us letters in support of both, resolution 10 and 13, stating that they'd like to see the changes and see something happen down there. Thank you.
Thank you. Any other questions, comments? Clerk, please poll the council.
Councilman Sheldon?
Aye.
Brackman?
Aye.
Patterson?
Aye.
Reynolds?
Yes.
Faulkner?
Aye.
Montpellier?
Aye.
Diversa?
Aye.
Russell?
Aye.
President Bose.
Aye. That concludes our pre-filed resolutions. Do we have any reports of special committees? Do we have any reports from city officers? Do we have any reports from councilmen on administrative boards? Seeing none, we'll move on. And we don't have any unfinished business, I believe. Under new business, we do have 3 resolutions, and our first resolution under new business will be sponsored by Councilman Sheldon.
Thank you, Mr. President. Resolved that the Jamestown City Council hereby approves the Jamestown Local Development Corporation loan to Ramsey Agriculture in the amount of $250,000 and no cents, 4.0% rate of interest for a 10-year term, the collateral being a first lien position on both Ramsey Agricultural properties, 65 River Street and 40 Winter Street, as well as the scaffolding owned by the Ramsey Agriculture, and personal guarantees from Ramsey Agriculture's Chief Science Officer Larry Casenza and Director of Operations Tom Bowman.
Thank you. Any questions or comments? Clerk, please poll the council.
Councilman Sheldon?
Aye.
Brackman?
Aye.
Patterson?
Aye.
Reynolds?
Yes.
Faulkner?
Aye.
Montpellier?
Aye.
Diversa?
Aye.
Russell?
Aye.
And President Bose.
Aye. Our next resolution will be sponsored by Councilman Patterson.
Thank you, Mr. President. Resolved that mayor and city council authorize training for one member of the Jamestown Police Department for continuing education skills training from September 14th through September 20th of 2025 at no cost to the city.
Thank you. Any questions or comments? Clerk, please poll the council.
Councilman Sheldon?
Aye.
Brackman?
Aye.
Patterson?
Aye.
Reynolds?
Yes.
Faulkner?
Aye.
Montpellier?
Aye.
Diversa?
Aye.
Russell?
Aye.
And President Bose.
Aye. Our last resolution will be sponsored by Councilman Faulkner.
Thank you, Mr. President. Resolved that the mayor be and hereby is authorized to enter into a collective bargaining agreement with the Jamestown Professional Firefighters Association, Local 137, from January 1st, 2025 to December 31st, 2028, subject to the approval as to form by the Corporation Council.
Thank you. Any questions or comments? Clerk, please poll the council.
Councilman Sheldon?
Aye.
Brackman?
Aye.
Patterson?
Aye.
Reynolds?
Yes.
Faulkner?
Aye.
Montpellier?
Aye.
Diversa?
Aye.
Russell?
Aye.
And President Bose.
Aye. That concludes our resolutions under new business. Is there any other new business to come before the council this evening?
I'd like to make an observation by chance. I happened down Fulton Street, not only to see the construction on Strong, but to see some of the things that have happened and many things that have not happened. And I was very shocked to see a couple of the houses look like the Adams family houses that have been in total disrepair, discombobulation, falling in, roofs hold, and no wonder people are hanging in, trying to find a place to lay down in some of those places. But the streets cluttered with trailers and trash and people wanting to move the stuff out, and there's gotta be a way we could clean that up, because it's only creating more of a mess. And I'm sure there's pockets throughout the city. In my ward, there's one or two, Forest Avenue in particular, but there's some neighborhoods that really need some attention, and I would behoove the administration to do all you can. I know you're going crazy with all that you have on your plate, but, I was shocked, let's put it simply.
Yes.
The majority of properties on that block are slated for demolition in the next month.
Okay,
So-
now, we talked about demolition, but I was
A lot of that is going to get cleaned up.
years worth of
It
stuff.
needs to be done as part of that process, so.
Appreciate it. Yeah, it should help.
And I also went down and spoke to the residents down on Fulton Street for a couple hours actually, and I was really taken back by the activity that's going on down there. And so I got to see it firsthand. They actually showed me some videos of the people that were injecting themselves down there, and it's really something. So I think that we all should work together and try to get something going.
And that is not a DOT.
No, I know.
That's not something that we can really do anything about. We'll take care of the blight and the cleanup
Yeah.
of what we can, but we can't control
I see that.
what people are doing.
I think it's multifaceted down there, where there's issues with mental health illness, mention of weapons, drug activity, blight, so it's very, multifaceted
Yeah.
down there. I had seen, been paying attention to multiple press releases, coming out on the, police department website and the paper, that it looks like, the chief is not announcing it from the rooftops per se, but I can see where there's a lot more police activity going on down there. More arrests being made, raids, so I appreciate the chief stepping it up down there and commend the men and women of the police department for taking care of some business down there. As far as Front Street and, Crystal's defense, Mr. Champ did reach out to me the other day about the letter that he read, which I in turn reached out to you about. I drove down there myself, took some pictures. You were already aware of it, obviously you were already working on it, and that's on the radar, so I very appreciate that. We had a very constructive conversation, and I'm pretty confident that you're on top of that on Front Street.
Thank you. Is there any other new business to come before the council? Seeing none, meeting adjourned.